So the next theorem is addition theorem for 3 events. So already we have seen addition theorem for 2 events in the previous class. So here I am going to prove P of A union B union C is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C. So proof, we know that we have by addition theorem for 2 events, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Call this is equation number 1. Now consider the probability of A union B union C. So this I am writing probability of A union B union C. So treat A union B as one set, other set is C. Now apply the addition theorem for 2 events. This is one event, this is other event. So I can apply addition theorem for 2 events as in the equation 1. P of A union B plus P of C minus P of A union B intersection C. Like A intersection B, this is A union B intersection C. So on applying addition theorem for 2 events by equation 1 again, P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is the first term expansion. P of C as it is minus. So here apply the distributive law. A intersection C, first term, union B intersection C, which is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B. These 4 terms has been written minus. Again applying the addition theorem. P of A union B, it looks like. So I can write P of A intersection C plus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C intersection B intersection C. So that I can write A intersection B intersection C. So I'm expanding P of A union B union C is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus of this one. This is minus P of A intersection C minus of this one minus P of B intersection C minus minus plus, that is P of A intersection B intersection C. So which is our statement for addition theorem for 3 events. Hence the theorem proved, which is the required result. Come to the problems. So given P of A 1 by 5, P of B given 2 by 3, P of A intersection B 1 by 15, then find the following probabilities: P of A union B, P of A bar intersection B, P of A intersection B bar, P of A bar intersection B bar, P of A bar union B bar. So these to prove, we use the previous theorems. So one by one. So first you write, given P of A is equal to 1 by 5, P of B 2 by 3 and P of A intersection B is 1 by 15. Now the first one, P of A union B. P of A union B by addition theorem already we have proved in the previous classes. P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So all the values given 1 by 5, plus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 15. So what is the LCM? 15. 5 3s to 3 1s. 3 5s, 5 2s 10 minus 1. That is equal to 13 minus 1, 12 by 15. That is 3 4s, 3 5s. So 4 by 5 is the required probability. And again, coming to the second problem, P of A bar intersection B. So P of A bar intersection B, already we have proved the theorem. This is P of A bar intersection B is P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of B minus P of A intersection B. I think it is the fourth theorem or something. So what is P of B here? 2 by 3. P of A intersection B given as 1 by 15. P of A bar intersection B. So this can be proved by considering the Venn diagram. Already in Tamun chesam. So this is A set, B set. This is A intersection B. And this is A intersection B complement. A bar intersection B. Write the set B as union of two mutually exclusive events. A intersection B union A bar intersection B. And taking probability, P of B is P of A intersection B plus P of A bar intersection B. So P of A bar intersection B is P of B minus P of A intersection B. That is the result. Right. So what is the LCM here? 15. 3 5s, 5 2s 10. 15 ones. That is 9 by 15 or 3 3s and 3 5s is the required solution. Similarly, find the other probabilities. So what is the next one to find out? P of A intersection B bar, third one, probability of A intersection B bar. So how we can find P of A intersection B? So already the same one, Venn diagram, A intersection B, this is A intersection B complement, and this portion A bar intersection B. The set A can be represented as A intersection B bar union A intersection B. Set A can be written as A intersection B bar union this portion. So I'm taking probability P of A is P of A intersection B bar plus P of A intersection B. So substitute cheste P of A value A intersection B bar value P of A minus P of A intersection B. Clear? Formula clear? P of A is equal to P of A intersection B bar plus P of A intersection B. This we want. This is P of A minus P of A intersection B. But what is P of A? 1 by 5. P of A 1 by 5. And what is P of A intersection B? This is 1 by 15. So in simplifying, the LCM is 15, 5 3s, 3 1s, 15 ones, 1 1. So 2 by 15. This is the third result. Next one is fourth one, P of A bar intersection B bar. So A bar intersection B bar can be written as A union B whole bar. This is called De Morgan's law. Since De Morgan's law, and A bar union B bar can be written as A intersection B whole bar. Similarly, A bar intersection B bar can be written as A union B whole bar. These two are equivalent. These two are equal. These results are called the De Morgan laws. Here A bar intersection B bar can be replaced by A union B whole bar. So, but what we know that P of A complement is equal to 1 minus P of A. Already we have proved. So, P of A union B whole bar, it is looks like one side. So, 1 minus P of A union B. So, complementary event probability is 1 minus the original event probability. But what we get P of A union B is 4 by 5. Already we have calculated in the first bit solution. So 1 minus 4 by 5, that is 1 by 5 is the required solution. Similarly, the last one. So what is the last one? P of A bar union B bar. So here also we go for De Morgan's laws. So P of A union B whole bar can be written as A intersection B whole bar. So that is 1 minus probability of A intersection B. P of A complement looks like 1 minus P of A. But what is P of A intersection B? 1 by 15. Already given data. 1 by 15. So this value is 15 minus 1 by 15. That is 4 by 15 is the required answer. And now see the second problem. If P of A union B is equal to 4 by 5, P of B complement 1 by 3, P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 5, then find P of B, P of A, P of A bar intersection B. Now we are going to solve the problems using axiomatic approach. First problem also we have done using axiomatic approach. In axiomatic approach, each event is considered as a set. So set ga consider chesi we proceed to find the probability using the theorems on probability. So see, very simple, given P of A union B is given 4 by 5, P of B complement 1 by 3, P of A intersection B is also given as 1 by 5. Now what is the first one to calculate? We have to find P of B, the probability of set B. So what we can write? We know that P of B bar. So P of B can be calculated by using the result 1 minus P of B bar, 1 minus P of B complement. So what is P of B complement? 1 by 3. So 1 minus 1 by 3 is 3 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 2 by 3. That is the first one answer. Similarly, we have to find P of A. We have to find P of A, that is our question mark. So here we know P of A union B, we know that. P of A intersection B, we know that. And P of B also we know from the first problem. So I use the addition theorem. By addition theorem, what we can write? P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So to find P of A, I am using addition theorem for two events. Now P of A, what is P of A from this? What is P of A? P of A is equal to P of A union B plus P of A intersection B minus P of B. P of A, so you can just that this will get into the left hand side, minus P of B minus P of A intersection B will get plus P of A intersection B. So what is P of A union B? From our data it is 4 by 5. And what is P of A intersection B? 1 by 5. What is P of B? 2 by 3. So on simplifying, the LCM is 5 3 is 15, 5 3 is 3 4s, 12 plus 5 3 is 3 into 1, 3, 3 5 is 15, 5 2s are 10. So that is 15 minus 10, that is 5 by 15. 15 minus 10, 5 by 15. So 5 1s and 5 3s is the required probability. Similarly, find the last bit, P of A bar intersection B. So already we have seen the same problem, same type of problem in the previous question also. So what we can write? P of A bar intersection B, third bit, P of A bar intersection B. So by known theorem, I can write this as P of B minus P of A intersection B. I can write P of B minus P of A intersection B. Am I right or not? What is P of B? 2 by 3 from the first bit. P of B already we have calculated. P of B is 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3 minus P of A intersection B already given as 1 by 5. So this is 15 5 2s 10, 5 1s are 1, 5 1s, sorry, 3 5s, 5 2s 10, 5 3s 3 1s. So 10 minus 3, 7 by 15, which is the required solution. A problem in statistics is given to 3 students, A, B, C, whose chances of solving it are 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 1 by 4. The probability of the problem solved by A is 1 by 2, problem solved by B is, the problem is solved by B is 3 by 4, the problem is solved by C is 1 by 4. What is the probability that the problem is solved? You have to find the probability that the problem is solved if all of them try independently. And that means you have to find the probability that the problem is solved means the probability that any one of them solves the problem. Any one of either A or B or C or A intersection B, B intersection C, C intersection A. That means you have to calculate P of A union B union C. Suppose if I assume, let's suppose E1 is the event of solving the problem by A, then P of E1 is equal to 1 by 2. If E1 is the event of, first I have to define the events. That E1 is the event of solving the problem by candidate A, then P of E1 is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, assume E2 is equal to the event of solving the problem by candidate B, then P of E2 is equal to 3 by 4, second probability. Similarly, let E3 be the event of solving the problem by the candidate C, then P of E3 is equal to 1 by 4. Now, our required probability is P of E1 union E2 union E3 is equal to question mark. The problem will be solved if any one of them solves the problem. If any one of them solves the problem, automatically the problem will be solved. That means mathematically you are supposed to calculate P of E1 union E2 union E3. That means what you have to apply? We have to apply addition theorem for 3 events. So by the theorem, addition theorem, P of E1 plus P of E2 plus P of E3 minus P of E1 intersection E2 minus P of E2 intersection E3 minus P of E3 intersection E1 plus P of E1 intersection E2 intersection E3. So that is equal to, substitute the respective probabilities. P of E1, that is 1 by 2 plus P of E2 3 by 4 plus P of E3, that is 1 by 4 minus P of E1 intersection E2. Since they are trying independently, P of E1 intersection E2 will become P of E1 into P of E2. That will come later. This is by multiplication theorem. That will come later. P of E1 into P of E2. So what is P of E1 here? 1 by 2 into P of E2 is 3 by 4, because these two are independent events. They are trying independently, here already given in the problem. If it is not given, you have to understood that they are trying independently. They are trying independently means the events probability is the product of their individual probabilities, minus P of E2, that is 3 by 4 into P of E3. What is P of E3? 1 by 4 minus P of E3 intersection E1, that means 1 by 4 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 into 1 by 4. So clear. So on simplifying, so what you will get on simplifying? So this is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 8. Next term 3 by 16. Next term 1 by 8 plus this is 3 by 32. 4 4 16, 16 2s are 32. So then this is equal to, so what we can write, I will mix up 1 by 2, 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 4 by 4 that is 1, minus 3 by 8 minus 1 by 8, minus 4 by 8 that is minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 16 plus 3 by 32. So I am grouping based on the denominators 4 4 and 8 8 and 16 32 2. So 1 by 2 also gets cancelled. So the LCM is 32. So here 132, so 32 132 minus 16 2s, 2 3s are 6, 32 1s, so 1 3. So this is 35 minus 6, that is 29 by 32. So we'll see the answer. The answer is 29 by 32, which is the required probability. The answer is 29 by 32. So here the problem is solved by using the addition theorem on probability for 3 events. So you can solve the same problem by using another model also. You can solve the same problem by using another way. So that also I see the alternate model. So write the alter model. What is the alter model? You have to calculate P of A union B union C. So what I can write, what is P of A? P of A can be written as 1 minus P of A complement. Am I right or not? So I can write it as 1 minus P of A union B union C whole complement. I can write P of A as 1 minus P of A bar. P of it is looks like A 1 minus P of A bar. So by intersection union whole bar, we know that A bar, A union B whole bar is A bar intersection B bar by using De Morgan's law. So I can write it as P of A bar intersection B bar intersection C bar. A union B union C whole bar can be written as A bar intersection B bar intersection C bar. That is, because the all events are independent events, I can write this probability P of A bar into P of B bar into P of C bar, because they are trying independently. So what is P of A bar? This is 1 minus P of A. So similarly P of B bar, 1 minus P of B, 1 minus P of C, that is P of C bar value. So what we know that is 1 minus P of A, 1 minus half into 1 minus P of B is 3 by 4 into 1 minus 1 by 4. That is 1 minus 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, 1 minus 3 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. So 1 minus 3 by 32, 4 4 16 2 is 32. So 32 minus 3 by 32, that is 29 by 32, which is also 39 by 32, 29 by 32, this is also 29 by 32. You can opt any one of the methods to solve these type of problems. Here we go for the independent events and we go for De Morgan's law. Here we go for the addition theorem on probability for 3 events. Problem, similar problem. A can hit a target 3 times in 5 shots. B can hit a target 2 times in 5 shots. C can hit the target 3 times in 4 shots. So find the probability that the target being hit when all of them tried independently. Here also they are working independently to hit the target. So first write the probabilities. So the probability of A hit the target, the probability that A hit the target is equal to P of A is equal to 3 out of 5. 3 times out of 5 shots. If he used 5 shots, then he will get success for 3 times. That means the success probability or probability that A hit the target is defined as P of A is equal to 3 by 5. Similarly, the probability that B hit the target, that is P of B is equal to 2 by 5. 2 times in 5 shots. The probability that C hit the target, P of C is equal to 3 by 4. So first write all the given probabilities. Now we have to find the probability that the target being hit when all of them tried independently. So if any one of them hit the target, then the target will destroy automatically. That means what we have to calculate in this case is P of A union B union C. They are trying independently. We have to solve any one of them hits the target is given by P of A union B union C. So by using the theorem P of A is equal to 1 minus P of A bar, I can write it as A union B union C whole complement. That is 1 minus P of A bar into P of B bar into P of C complement. Because A, B, C are trying independently. Because they are trying independently, I can write P of A. So first write, minus P of A union B union C whole complement. So this can be written as, by De Morgan's law, P of A bar intersection B bar intersection C bar, by using the De Morgan's law. So because A, B, C are independent events, I can write it as product of their events, that is P of A bar into P of B bar into P of C bar. So what is P of A bar? 1 minus P of A. P of B bar is 1 minus P of B. P of C bar is 1 minus P of C. This is 1 minus P of A. So I am writing P of A bar as 1 minus P of A, and P of B bar 1 minus P of B, and P of C bar 1 minus P of C. That is equal to 1 minus, what is 1 minus P of A? 1 minus 3 by 5 and 1 minus 2 by 5 and 1 minus 3 by 4. This is 1 minus 5 minus 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 5 minus 2 by 5, this is 3 by 5, 1 minus 3 by 4, this is 1 by 4. This is 1 minus 2, 3, 6, 5, 4 is 25, 100. So the probability is 1 minus 2, 3, 6, 250 is 100, or 50 minus 3, 47 by 50, which is the required solution.